Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
We have some questions for us to discuss and to also test our learning. So let us look at them. The first one is, which river is also known by the name Dakshin Ganga? Is it Tapti? Is it Kaveri? Is it Mahanadi? Or is it Godavari? The answer is Godavari. The second one, which river forms the Dhawadhar Falls? Is it Narmada or Tapti or Kaveri or Godavari? It is Narmada. The next one, the river Narmada has its source at Satpura, Amarkantak, Brahmagiri or slopes of Western Ghat. It is Amarkantak. The next question, which one of the following is the longest river of the peninsular India? Is it Narmada, Godavari, Krishna or Mahanadi? The correct answer is Godavari. Let's look at the next one. Where do the following rivers originate? So we have Kaveri, Brahmaputra, Mahanadi and Tapti. Tapti originates at Betul, Madhya Pradesh. Mahanadi has its source in Chhattisgarh. Kaveri, Brahmagir, range of the Western Ghats. And the Brahmaputra source is called Chemayung Dung Glacier. Okay. And the next question is, where do the river Indus and Ganga have their origin? They both have their origin in the Himalayas. Indus in Western Tibet near Lake Manswarovar, and Ganga in Indian side of the Tibet border. The next question, which two peninsular rivers flow towards the west? Number one is Narmada and number two is Tapti. Okay. The next question, write a short note on Mahanadi Basin and Kaveri Basin. Mahanadi Basin. It has its source in Chhattisgarh, flows for 885 kilometers through Orissa to finally drain into the Bay of Bengal. Drainage basin lies in Chhattisgarh, Orissa, Jharkhand and Maharashtra. The next one is Kaveri Basin. It has its source in Brahmaputra range of the Western Ghats. Covers a distance of over 800 kilometers to drain into the Bay of Bengal. Its basin is shared by Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Okay. So we have another long question, and here we have to write notes on the three Himalayan river system. The first one is Ganga, second Brahmaputra, and third is Indus. Indus system is about 2,900 kilometers long, originates in Western Tibet near Lake Mansarovar, flows through Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir to enter Pakistan. It is joined by numerous tributaries. One third of its basin lies in India, while the rest lies in Pakistan. It finally drains into the Arabian Sea. Number 2. The name India has been derived from Indus, which is Sindhu in Sanskrit. Alright. So the next river system that we are going to write about is the Ganga system. The length of Ganga river is about 2510 kilometers. It is wide and sluggish. It flows through the northern plains, which is the most fertile and most populated part of India. It originates in the Himalayas. It is joined by Brahmaputra river in Bangladesh. Where it is called Padma. It drains into the Bay of Bengal, forming the Sundarbans Delta. The final river system that we are going to answer is the Brahmaputra system. So it means, Brahmaputra means the son of Brahma. Its source is called Chemayungdung Glacier. In Tibet, it is called Sangpo. In Assam, it is called Brahmaputra. It is one of the great rivers of South Asia. It receives numerous tributaries. It meets Ganga River in Bangladesh. Then divides into two channels. Main channel is called Jamuna River. Finally, it drains into the Bay of Bengal. Okay, so if there are any points that you want to add to these long notes that you have to write for 3 important river systems of the Himalayan rivers, then you can add from the book or from what we have learned just now. Moving on to the next question. So in this question, this is a small exercise for you. So it is asking you to suppose or imagine that you're traveling from Haridwar to Siliguri. Okay, and as you travel along the foothills of the Himalayas, you have to name the important rivers you will come across, and you have to describe the characteristics of any one of them. So you can start by, this is just an example. I would encourage you to do this on your own, but we can have a small discussion on it right now. So imagine that you're traveling by train or by car or whatever, and then you think of all the rivers that you may cross before you reach Siliguri in the east. So some of the important ones that you will notice immediately, they are Ganga and Yamuna. Right? So these two are the most important rivers anyone will notice. Even if you fall asleep during the journey, you will notice it. Alright? The other ones you may simply forget, or you may miss it, or you may have to go back to the atlas, or you may have to take out the map and look at it. But if you can do that, find out the names of all the rivers that you might cross, the important ones, alright? Or the important tributaries of Ganga, and you can put them in a list, and then pick one of them to describe their characteristics. Now, because we have already done Ganga is an important river that you will come across during your journey. So since we have already learned about Ganga, then you can write the characteristics of the Ganga system. Okay. Now, since we have already just done a short note on Ganga system, I do not want to repeat it again. But then what you can do is you can, in a similar manner, write down the points where it originates, the distance it covers over 2,500 kilometers, and how it cuts through the mountains and comes out at Rishikesh, and from there it joins the plain from Haridwar, flows through the most populous and most fertile land of our country, which is the northern plains, and then as it enters Bangladesh, it meets Brahmaputra and it flows into a channel, creating the Sundarbans Delta before it drains into the Bay of Bengal. So those characteristics which we learned and which we just wrote about for one of the questions, you can also add them here, because that's what we learned from the chapter so far. Otherwise, if you're adventurous enough and if you want to, you are welcome to pick any river that you like from the rivers that you may cross during the journey, and find out or learn more about their features and characteristics, and then put some of the main features and main points of that river system into your answer. Alright?